Hola, hello, assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings and much love given to you and you. Are you negative, Nancy? Are you that negative person? Are you that person to react to everything that goes on in your life? Is you that person who constantly have negative thoughts or a negative attitude or engaging in negative behaviors? Are you that person? Well, this article is for you. Or are you the person who is surrounded by a bunch of negative people and don't do anything about it to protect yourself from it? Are you that person who cannot succeed in life because you and everybody around you is so negative that is draining you and stop you from succeeding? This article is for you. Why negative people are literally killing you and how to protect your positivity. This article is taken from medium.com. New research says negativity is incredibly harmful and contagious, so how do you protect yourself from it? Happiness is something that we all strive for. While it's nearly impossible to rid negative thoughts, people, and situations altogether, we always have good and bad days. We can choose to strip away the parts of our life that bring us down and instead refocus that negative energy towards being the best version of ourselves. Quite simply, no matter how positive a person you are, negative people can affect your life unless you take the right precautions. The effects are so drastic. Research has shown that even a small amount of negative brain activity can lead to a weakened immune system, making you more prone to illness and even lead to a heart attack and or stroke. Negative attitudes can also affect your intelligence and ability to think, according to Dr. Travis Badbury. Negativity compromises the effectiveness of neurons and the hippocampus, an important area of the brain responsible for reasoning and memory. I don't even know if I pronounced that word right, but it's hippocampus. That's a part of the brain that's responsible for reasoning and memory. So people might ask, how do you rid yourself from unnecessary negativity, and protect yourself from these harmful effects? So some ways is the first thing you need to do is say goodbye. Don't wait until a toxic person in your life has brought you so far down that you forget how to get back up. You need to surround yourself with people who inspire you, encourage you, and help you realize your potential. Life is simply too short to be friends with toxic individuals, and plus there's a lot of great people out there. Number 2, you gotta set your limits, especially with the complainers. Complainers and negative people are bad news because they wallow in their problems. Often they want people to join a negativity party, and often we feel pressure to listen to these negative individuals because we don't want to be seen as rude. But there's a huge difference between lending a sympathetic ear and getting sucked into others' negative emotional tornadoes. You can do this all by avoiding. You can avoid all this by setting limits and distancing yourself when possible. Think of this way. If a negative person was smoking, instead, would you sit there inhaling the secondhand smoke? No, you wouldn't. Because if the smoke bothered you, you would get up and probably move away or may ask the person to put that cigarette out. So why are you dealing with negative people and allowing them to have such a negative effect on your own life? Choose your battles. I have this conversation with a lot of people all the time. Everything does not call for a reaction. Sometimes you just have to learn to walk away from people in their negative mindset. Work on your emotional intelligence and prevent the situation from escalating. Walk away from unnecessary conflict. You'll be respected for taking the higher the higher word. The higher road. The higher road. You can make someone smile. Multiple scientific studies have shown that paying it forward not only makes others feel better, but creates long-lasting feelings of joy within yourself and can provide that much needed boost to your overall mood just by smiling. The bottom line is never too late to make alterations or transition in your life. It's your job making you unhappy, start looking for a new one. That's something I had to do. Address and understand the things that are controlling your unhappiness. By doing so, you can get to work on making the necessary changes needed to make your life as successful people. If you at a place that you hate getting up, going to work every day, what are you supposed to do? Get a new one. If you're in an unhappy relationship with someone is complaining, mistreating you, making your life a living hell, what do? Get out of that relationship. The bottom line is you have control over your happiness. If you are surrounded by nothing but negative people and situations, if the environment is negative, you have the power to do something about it. Look for a new job in that unhealthy relationship. Get some therapy. Get you a mentor. The bottom line, you control your life. Peace, blessings, and a whole lot of love. Goddess Hadia.